In this virtual video tour, we are going to visit 3 of the more popular metro parks, located in the east suburbs of Cleveland, Ohio. This will include Euclid Creek Metro Park, Euclid Beach Metro Park, and the North Chagrin Reservation, where we will see Squire's castle. But, before we begin, if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe to our channel, and click the notification button, so you can receive notifications of when we drop more videos like this one. Also, please visit our Patreon page, and become a patron. By doing so, you will help us make more videos, such as this one, and where, as a patron, you will get a shout out on one of our future videos. We begin our tour, as we drive through Euclid Creek Reservation. Euclid Creek is just one, among several parks surrounding the greater Cleveland area. It is part of what is known as the Emerald Necklace. The Cleveland Metropark district was created in July 1917. The first park property was acquired 2 years later. The idea was to have a park system that thread its way along the various creek and river systems in the Cleveland area, such as Tinker's Creek, Big Creek, the Rocky River, the Chagrin River and the Euclid Creek valleys. In 1920, the park system held title to only 109 acres of land, mostly on the west side of the city. But by 1930, the park system grew substantially, with over 3,000 acres of land, in 9 unconnected reservations throughout the city. This included the Euclid Creek Reservation that we are now passing through. Euclid Creek Reservation spans 2.5 miles. The Metropark is named for the Euclid Creek, which runs along the length of the reservation. It features paved pathways that travel along the creek, picnic areas, playgrounds, a ball field, and wooded hillsides where the rare rock chestnut grows. This is where the village of Bluestone once flourished, in the late 1800s and early 1900s, when those who lived here quarried the blue-gray siltstone that were once used in building sidewalks, and other construction for the city of Cleveland. Today, the only remaining exposure of bluestone is in the quarry picnic area. In 2013, the Euclid Creek Reservation expanded to include Villa Angela Park, Wildwood Park, and the site of the once famous Euclid Beach Amusement Park. Euclid Beach Park opened its doors in 1895, and was in its heyday, one of the most popular amusement parks in the greater Cleveland area. The Humphrey family purchased the park in 1901. They made it a very family-friendly amusement park, installing some of the most iconic rides such as the Scenic Railway, the Thriller roller coaster, the Derby coaster, their famous carousel, bathhouses, a roller rink, the Switchback Railway, and dozens of other attractions. For several decades, Euclid Beach Park was a popular amusement destination for families and for businesses, who brought their workers there for summer retreats. Euclid Beach hosted several dignitaries and politicians throughout the years, including John F. Kennedy, who made a campaign stop there, at a Democratic steer roast, while he was running for president. But by the early 1960s, Euclid Beach was starting to have financial difficulties. It started to sell some of its popular rides to help stay afloat, including the Great American Racing Derby Carousel, which they sold to Cedar Point, and which to this day still runs, and is still a popular ride. Euclid Beach Amusement Park closed its doors in September 28, 1969. Most of the rides were either sold or demolished after the park closed. Housing developments were built on the site, but the iconic archway, the shuffleboard area, remnants of the beachside fountain, and the concrete footers of the Flying Turns roller coaster are still visible in the park. In 2013, when the Cleveland Metroparks took over Euclid Beach Park, it began a renovation of the park area. This park now features a 650-foot beach with a shaded picnic area, a reservable pavilion, and best of all a beautiful scenic boardwalk that leads out into a fishing pier, that is strewn by Adirondack chairs. The pier leads to a 900-foot sandy beach, perfect for a summer outing. The view of Lake Erie from the pier is quite stunning. On a clear day, you can see the skyscrapers of downtown Cleveland, west of the park, to the beaches of the Euclid area and beyond, from the east side of the park. Sailboats and other watercraft dot the water, as from the pier you can watch them, enjoying the lake. Euclid Beach Park has brought back a little of its former glory. But now it is a spot enjoyed thoroughly by the locals and tourists alike. In 1917, the Cleveland Metroparks Board began searching for parkland in the upper part of the Chagrin River Valley. The area was mostly farms at that period of time, with the largest tract of land having been owned by Fergus B. Squire of Standard Oil. By 1930, they purchased 1,200 acres of land, that formed a rectangular area that was roughly 5 miles in perimeter, along the Chagrin River's western bank. They named this new park, the North Chagrin Reservation. It officially opened in 1931. The North Chagrin Reservation was the first park in the nation to open a trailside nature center. Throughout the 1930s, the park was modernized with graded roads, permanent trails, sewage and water infrastructure and shelter houses, much of this through the federal and state public works program that was created in the Great Depression, under the Roosevelt administration. They also made improvements to the roof of Squire's Castle. Although there is so much to see and do at the North Chagrin Reservation, including several outdoor recreation areas and wildlife sanctuaries, the biggest draw to the park is without a doubt, Squire's Castle. Its massive stone walls, arched doorways and tower have enchanted guests for generations. The castle was built in the 1890s, by Cleveland oil pioneer and Standard Oil executive, Fergus B. Squire. Squire was born near Exeter, England, and came to America at age 10. Squire was definitely an American success story. He started out as an office boy for an oil company, and later built and operated his own refinery. He engaged a New York architect, and planned 2 buildings in the style of English, German baronial halls. The structure that stands today was only intended to be a gatekeeper's lodge. One of the most beautiful rooms was Squire's library or hunting room. It was a cozy room, located just right of the driveway and featured books, trophy cabinets, actual stuffed animals, and paintings. But unfortunately all of that is gone now, and what remains is a shell of the home that Squire once loved. It is also said that Squire's castle is haunted. Some believe it is by Squire's wife Rebecca, who died an unfortunate death, having broken her neck in a fall. They say you can see a woman holding a lantern in one of the upstairs windows at night, and many think she haunts the castle to this day. In fact, many people make the trip at night, with the hopes that they catch a glimpse of her ghostly figure wandering the empty hallways. But scary stories aside, visiting this lovely relic from a bygone era is a treat no matter what. It is certainly something you should plan on, if you are in the area, and have a chance to visit the North Chagrin Reservation. And now, we come to the end of our very brief tour of these 3 popular metroparks located on the east side of Cleveland. There is so many more of these parks yet to discover, and in future videos, we will visit them. Thank you again for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure to click the like button. Also, please leave a comment as to which neighborhoods you might like to take a tour of in Northeast Ohio. If you have not done so, please subscribe to our channel, and please look out for more of these videos, and also our videos on the history and stories of our neighborhoods, and the icons of Northeast Ohio. Thanks again and we will see you soon.